This is about character arrays in C++. Let's start by thinking of a character array simply as a list of letters. And you'll find that character arrays are very much like any other type of array. For example, in this case, we have char, the type of the array, called AnyName, and it can have up to 15 places for data. Every item in the character array will of course be of type char in this case. Now, one unique thing about character arrays is that we can only hold up to 14 in this case, or one less than the size of the array, because character arrays always have a special escape character as the very last character in the character array. Now, how would we use this? Well, let's say we went char AnyName 15, and your computer program asked you to enter your name. So it would say cout, please enter your name, and then you would have the cin AnyName. Now what would happen is the program would actually wait until you typed in a name and hit return. Later you could see out a statement similar to your name must be AnyName. Now there are some special rules about using cin statements with character arrays. When you have a cin statement, the cin statement will stop either when it sees a return or at the first white or blank space it sees when you enter a character array. Well, let's explain this a little more carefully. Let's say that we've declared a variable called AnyName that can hold up to 25 character variables. The variable can hold up to 24 characters, remember, because the last one, the 25th one, at location 24, will in fact be an escape character. You don't have to worry about that. C++ will add it automatically. Now, you see the lines cout, please enter your name, cin AnyName. Now, you could enter William and it would be okay. You could enter Shakespeare and hit return, and that would work. You could even enter William _ Shakespeare, and that would work. The first three choices shown here have no blank or white space somewhere in the character that you would enter. So what would happen is they would accept that and give that one value, either William or Shakespeare, or in the case of William _ Shakespeare, that value to your character array. You would have difficulty, however, if you tried to enter William and then a space and Shakespeare, because what would happen is the cin statement would place William into AnyName. It would see the blank or white space between the William and the Shakespeare and assume that the character array was done. It would then take all the rest of the character data that you had, the Shakespeare part, and place those zeros and ones into whatever variable might be next in the program. Most often that would be a float or an int or some other type of variable that would contain a number, and then your program would go crazy. So as a beginner, just be careful. If I wanted to enter a first and a last name, I would have to have a variable for first name and a variable for last name with this way of doing business. Now when you become an advanced programmer, we'll figure out other ways to do this, but for now just beware that when you do your grades program and it asks for a first and a last name, you'll need two different variables and two different cin statements for those two variables.